The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the hosts and guests and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the podcast platform, its affiliates, or even the hosts. The information provided is for general informational purposes only and should not be taken as legal, financial, or professional advice. The host and guests are not liable for any errors of omission in the content, nor for any losses, injuries, or damages arising from the use of the information provided. Listeners are encouraged to seek professional advice relevant to their specific circumstances. Now enjoy the show.
You are now running with scissors. Let's go. Ding, ding, ding.
What up? What up? What up?
Chilling. Shout out to Martin. Well played. Well played.
Welcome to Running with Scissors. It is me. I sound like Ezel now. It is me, your host, Michelle with the what? And what happened to him? Because he was here.
Yeah, like 30 seconds ago. How you on time and late to work at the same time? How you pull that off? Yeah. I'm RG. Nice to meet y'all. Ezel is somewhere out there in the internet world. Just reach out to the camera for him.
I don't know.
Yeah. But show must go on. So hopefully he makes it back so we can all chop it up. You know what it is.
Right. So what are we talking about today?
Miss Olivia? Got it, please.
Receipts, redemption, and reputation.
Holy moly.
Interesting topic. Interesting. But I have a question since we're starting off with this.
Yeah. Let's go.
Out there in the YouTube world. In today's world, are people judged more by their mistakes, their growth, or the receipts that never seem to disappear?
Oh, their mistakes, absolutely. Hands down. Because you think about all the people who have publicly made mistakes and they've atoned for them, done time sometimes and whatever, and they are a totally different person, and someone will still come up and be like, hey, remember that time you went to jail? Like, thanks. You know what I mean? Like, you're constantly reminded. Even in your redemption arc, as they talk about everything you did good, the first thing in that Netflix special is going to be everything you effed up until
everything you messed up. Right.
So I understand it's like
kind of messed up though, because how many times do we try to leave the past in the past? But people tend to bring the past to your present.
Right. And I think it's kind of unfair, but humans are jacked up anyway when you really think about it, because we are people of we're habits, right? So you've seen this person this other way, so it's hard to see them another way, especially if you're not around them every day. We can say what we want about the people we see on TV, the Holly Berries or whoever's in the world, but we don't know them people. We just see them from what the cameras show us. We don't know them as people.
See, I'm not invested in lives of people who I don't really know. I mean, it's entertaining. Sometimes, but then other than that, as far as making judgments about things, about people that I don't know, yeah, I'm inclined to not even do that. Like, I can have an opinion about something.
I would say it like this: the older I got, the less judgmental I got, because when you haven't lived life, it's easy to have this clear idea of what you think life should be and how people should kick it. Then you grow up and you're like, wait a minute. I understand it now. I'm not condoning some of these people did some bad behavior. Don't get me wrong, but I would understand. I can understand them now more than I could in my younger years because I've seen my own personal things.
Yeah, but that comes with a lot of work and growth and healing and all those different things that come with because it's easy to stay stuck in the past. And I talked about people will keep you in the past, but sometimes we can keep ourselves in the past.
Yeah.
Constantly reliving the past. Constantly reliving the past. The past is kind of over. I know that the past can have an effect on who you are and who you become. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But then when everything in your life is a direct reflection of your past, and you're constantly talking about all the things that happened to you in your past, when do you decide that, okay, I'm not going to let this bother me anymore?
I would add one more, especially when it's a hindrance, right?
A hindrance.
Yeah.
Hindrance, for
So
sure.
I say, man, one time I was the former heavyweight champion of the world. I'm gonna keep saying that till I'm about.
Well, I mean, it's most times when people are referring to the past, it's not the good things.
Yeah. So
it's the bad stuff.
Bad stuff that they can't get over. Right.
It's the bad stuff that tends to keep people from moving forward.
Indeed. I know what it is. People, forgiveness is a real thing, right? And everybody thinks if I say I forgive you, that's the thing. No, you got to forgive yourself first. And a lot of people say it, but they don't feel it in their soul. So it still haunts them and it still attacks them every day because they never ever gave themselves some grace.
So, because it's easy to put the blame on someone else other than yourself, because you got to forgive yourself for making some of the choices that you made.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
100%. But you think about all the people who said, man, I never would have robbed that bank if I wasn't in the car with a gun. Like, yeah, dude, you shouldn't have been in the car with a gun. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people can always find a way out to make themselves sleep well at night. You know what I'm saying?
I just finished watching. I was on YouTube. I'm on YouTube, and I watch a lot of these. I don't know what you would kind of call them, but people that be doing dumb stuff or killing people, and then
like true crime.
A lot of the interrogation stuff. Like I watch a lot of that stuff. I just before we got on here was watching a mother who pretty much sent her son to kill his children's mother, the child's mother, via text message, because he was texting her telling her that he tested positive for an STD. And he was going to kill the girl for giving it to him.
Damn.
So the police is sitting there with the mother and the whole text thread. And she's sitting there she's telling him, if you don't go and kill that girl, you are a mother effing bitch. She told us.
Damn.
And then she sat here in the cop's face and said, well, no, I didn't mean it like that.
There's only so many ways you can mean that without throwing hands. What are we talking
about? And not only did he do that, she gave him the address to where she was.
Damn.
Well, hello, because they worked together. They were at work. Right. They worked at Home Depot together. So she told the son he was. Pretty much, if she didn't give him that address, who's to say what he would have done later on? But the fact that you gave him the address, you basically. You're an accessory to murder. You're an accessory to murder, ma'am. And if you could have seen her trying to hem and haw and backpedal her way out of it. Meanwhile, her son's in the other room taking full responsibility for everything he did.
Of course.
She ended up getting life in jail right along with him.
Yeah, because it's a clear indicator that she egged him on. She said, "Hey, son, maybe you need to go and chill out." You gave him the damn.
And then told the cops that she told the girl, and then she was sitting there trying to tell the cops that, oh no, some of that stuff, it was her saying it to him, the girl that he killed.
Right.
Yeah. And then the cops are like, "Did you tell her?" And she's like, "I told her to go in the bathroom and stay in the bathroom." Now there's surveillance in the store. They were at Home Depot. At no point did they see that girl go in the bathroom or you having a conversation with her to tell her to go in the bathroom. And she says, I did. Ma'am, you are going to jail.
Yeah, just go ahead and get to jail.
Forever. Right. Then she did a text message, I'm going to erase all of this. You on camera. Like, that's the thing. Everything is under surveillance. The entire world is under surveillance.
Yep.
It's not much that you can do that there's no camera footage of it.
Especially when you leave a digital transcript of all the crime you planned on committing.
People think that if they erase their text messages, that's it.
Yeah, right. Okay.
It's not it though.
I feel like it's people watch more crime TV. I feel like if you watch more like crime TV, you understand that none of this stuff goes away.
And some of them be like, I watch the first 48 all the time. Well, I don't know. Do you
I
really?
don't know what 48 you watching.
Right. I don't know what you're
You would
watching.
know by now. You can't get away with nothing.
You can't get away with nothing.
Because the first thing they see, let's pull the cell phone tower pings.
Get
That's the
records.
first thing they do.
Yep.
Put you in that space.
Where did that phone be? Where was it at? Where did you go? They could check. I've seen them the whole route. They could tell you where you were going, where you went, when you turned your phone off, all the things. And I'm like, yo, these people are crazy to think that they can really sit there and get, because by the time they pull you in there, they already got enough to get you. So when you're sitting in there in the interrogation room and you lying, most cases, yeah. Stuff like murder and things like that. Like when the boy tried to shoot at my daughter last year. I told you about that. They were able to follow him from where it happened back to where he went, and they watched him leave the building, walk up the street, run across the street, and shoot the gun at my daughter. They caught that all of the surveillance cameras all around in the area.
Jesus Christ, man. It's a bad dude, man. It's a bad dude. I'm just glad she's good, though.
Me and both.
Yeah.
Well, back to the topic, guys. Receipts, redemption, and reputation.
Mm-hmm.
The age of receipts. What are receipts? We all know what they are. We all know.
Get them when you buy some milk.
Screenshots.
Yeah,
what did we do before? Was there receipts when there were no cell phones?
No, man. You just had to get caught in the act. You could get away with lying. You could get away with lying a lot more before cell phones. Boy.
No, that's the truth.
Yeah,
right.
That's the truth.
And then you were definitely getting you was getting away with it way more with before social media, before everybody. But now, I feel like to counteract that we got AI. AI gonna make it gonna help, pull together a quick lie, boy. I've seen it.
It's the truth. But you got to think about it. When you think about crimes from back in the 70s, it took them a lot longer to solve them.
Facts.
But bro, even with AI, there's still a digital imprint.
Facts, it's true. Still a digital imprint. You might be able to fool some of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all the people all the time with this AI stuff.
Sure can't. Not with the AI stuff.
Yeah, no.
I have a question. Okay, guys. Have social media and smartphones changed accountability?
Yeah. And it went to good and then it went back to crap. Because now you can show people proof. They could be there with their phone. They'll be like, that never happened. So
right.
Just like the mother was saying in the day on, yeah. Well, no, I didn't mean it like that.
I didn't mean that.
Yeah, what? You said it though.
Right.
Well, no. You're misreading it. No, I'm not.
This is what you said. These are your words.
The phone and people being online all the time made people less shameless, right?
Right.
So now people, when it kind of flipped up, people were still kind of trying to have some tact because they feel like their friends would watch them. Then you get the Jerry Springer era, and everybody like, yeah, I got 5 baby daddies, and one of them is my child father. You know what I mean? Just to be on TV. So people have become so shameless. It doesn't matter to a lot of people what they look like. You know what I mean? Don't matter.
Yeah, because once you send it and you press send, it's out there. Done. And you cannot get it back. So whatever you're saying or whatever you're doing, and you send it in a text message, people are not smart a lot of the times. They will say so much stuff. I think I was watching another show, and these fools thought that because they were communicating on Snapchat, that it wasn't going to be able to be traced.
Yeah. People really believe that in real life. And the sad part is they believe that in 2026. That throws me for a loop every time.
Every time.
I got a question about receipts. So, who are we presenting these receipts to? Because I feel like I don't have to prove myself to everybody. You feel what I'm saying? Because usually receipts are proof of something. So if I said I didn't do this, do I have to tell the world I didn't do this? Or who are these receipts for?
They're usually
for me, the photos, like if I what's it called, like let's say for example, if I'm like, oh well, I did such and such and such and such. Sometimes it's just for you to be able to look back on, like, oh yeah, I definitely did do that. You know what I mean? Like it's not,
Yeah.
but a lot of the times for people like that are outside of our respective generations, they what's it called? They can't go without documenting it and putting it online because of the fact that if it didn't get posted, it didn't happen. That's a real thing that people believe in.
That's true.
So, yeah.
Wow.
That is so
Sad.
true. Yeah, it is
Yeah, man.
kind of sad. That's like people's like, they're not gonna wear the same thing twice, especially if they posted it.
Right. That's a real that really goes into
That's a real
consideration.
thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
gonna wear
man.
the same thing again because I posted it and everybody saw me in it. And if I do wear it again, I'm not gonna take any pictures. If I do take pictures, I'm not posting it
Exactly.
because I wore this already.
Yeah,
Yo, it's crazy. You're gonna see me in something multiple times. And if I happen to take a picture while I'm wearing it, you're gonna see it. And I want to post it, you're gonna see it.
Well, if
Right.
you're a fashion icon or someone in entertainment, I understand that. But if you're just like
I don't even understand it
cashier
then.
at Walmart, what are we talking about, bro?
I don't even understand it then. Why can't they wear the same thing twice?
I don't know, man.
You might be a
People
brand
just-
ambassador, so every time you post a new outfit, people buy it. That's work.
Right. That's work. Yeah.
Okay, in that
You see what I'm
case,
saying?
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like
Yeah,
business,
but if
big
you just
money.
regular, because people are so judgmental that people are automatically, didn't I see them with that on 5 weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
Yeah.
Receipts are usually used for somebody trying to either one up you or put you in something.
Right.
Oh yeah, I got receipts with somebody trying to set you up. Look at what they said about you, or look at what they did, or whatever the case. They use name receipts for that.
I can see that.
Receipts are usually not a good thing. I got receipts. People don't. It's not a positive thing when people are saying that. It's usually something negative behind that, in my opinion.
True.
Absolutely.
I got receipts.
Mm-hmm.
Are they always true? I mean, receipts are always true, right? Or are they just part of the story?
I mean, I feel like receipts can be. I know some people's receipts can be fabricated. I've watched very, very intelligent women be able to do that, boy.
Oh, really? That's dangerous.
It is. It is. To make
Not
it
the
look
revisionist history, sir.
I'm talking about, boy, that's what I'm saying. And amazing, and it looked amazing too. That'd be the hard part. Like it looks like, oh, this man really said that all the entire time. No, it's just fabricated. But
true. A lot of people be showing those receipts and be telling themselves at the same time. You ain't never lied about that one.
Boom, I can put that up.
Because in this conversation, we only seeing what they said. What did you say?
Right.
Because you're a part of the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Don't leave that part out.
People make some good stuff up, man. They really will.
Yeah, that's crazy
especially if they're trying to, get people to believe them or get people on their side in regards to things. They're gonna go all out, and
that's insane.
Whatever it takes. No shit. But yeah.
Right. One of my homies, he went through that with a really good job. He had someone literally altered a screenshot to try to get my man up out of there.
Right.
Get him fired.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tried to get him fired because it came down to they went out a couple times. He didn't want to date her, so all of a sudden it was he harassed me to get him up out.
Yeah.
Wow. That's why you don't shit, right? That's what they say.
Right.
Yeah.
So I see them receipts can be weaponized in some respects. I understand that.
It's a real thing, bro. That's a real thing that people have to deal with, which is why I advertise this beautiful thing, right? And it's called 2 weeks. Keeps you out of trouble.
Don't send no text messages.
And don't send no text messages. Straight phone calls, y'all. Phone calls.
But even if the phone calls, somebody could be recording the whole conversation now.
We'll rather that and use that instead of it being like, oh well, he texted me this, and this. I don't text at all. Right, man. Here's the proof. Have
That's
voice
why I'm
note
not a big
requests.
texter. I would rather have verbal conversation. That's the generation that I come from anyway.
Yeah.
Facts.
So
I'd
I
rather have a
can't.
verbal conversation in person, goddamn, so I can at least look at
Me
you and
too.
see. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Like I'm a person that if I'm trying to date somebody or you're trying to date me and all you do is text me, I'm probably gonna be like,
Nah, facts. We can't deal
you
with
know,
that.
the text here and there. How's your day? Because I'm at work or whatever. You at work and you just
Yeah.
kind of checking on me. Hey, how you doing? How's your day going? All right, cool. I'll hit you up later. Call me. Call me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I
So
feel like if they're
everybody
texting
out
you
there,
all the time, where are you?
call me.
Right.
Unless you're out of state, why are we texting all the time, fam? What is going on?
Why are we texting all the time? She
Right.
said she did that with a bill collector. Quote him a lie. That's funny.
Mhm.
Scammy, scammy, scammy.
Mhm.
Well, I know this is probably going to be a yes for all of us because I know that this has probably happened. But have you ever had someone bring up something from your past that no longer reflects who you are today?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Very much so.
Yeah, that happens
Very,
quite
very.
often, right?
Oh
But I
man.
mean,
Tried 2
a
weeks
lot of
ago.
people.
Why are you playing?
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
Right.
Literally just happened to me
Three
recently.
I
3
can't say
days.
that people do it now, they bring it up, but I do feel like people still judge me for my past.
Mhm.
Of course they
Like,
are.
so they
I
don't
mean,
necessarily see the evolved version of me, who I am
no,
today.
listen, no one's gonna see, like, no one who has experienced those versions of yourself will in fact see you out past that ever.
Yeah,
Even if you are in a group of people who have acknowledged and recognized that you are not that person who they know, it'll
Right.
still be foreign for them. It'll be like their mind is trying to reject
yeah.
the
I
reality.
agree with that.
I literally have sat with a group of people that have, like, from different areas of my life who call me different names that reflect different spaces that they've met me in. And
Wow.
still, no, like, it's like the ones who knew me from like the early 2000s. It just can't compute like who I am today. And honestly speaking, at some point in time, you just kind of just got to say, all right, well, that's a bit. But I mean, I personally should have left you in the early 2000s. I don't know
Right.
why I have, in fact, decided to even dedicate any more energy to try to explain, like, hey,
Yeah,
the years in between 2009 or 2008 to 2026, I can tell you right now, it's been a vast expanse of memories that have, changed,
right.
my outlook and who I am.
Think
So,
about this. We actually do it in law all the time. Let's say there's a
right,
bank robbery and I'm paroled from robbery. The first person going to knock on the door is mine because I did it previously. And I might not have
right,
nothing to do with it, but they're going to check my background first.
Yeah, because you must have done it.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
you did it before.
Even in our
yeah,
society, we still will use your past behaviors as an indicator of what you're capable of,
It's
whether
true.
it's true or not. You
right.
could have changed your life. You could have like started a missionary and had feeding kids and puppies, and they like, bro, what about that Walgreens? Like, bro,
Right.
Right.
That time,
Right.
yeah,
What
remember that
about that
we got a
time?
Walgreens
nonprofit.
program?
You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Yeah,
they do it all the time, man.
Yeah, but it's
Unfortunately.
unfortunate though because people who've committed crimes and they've paid their debt to society and it's been many many years, they're still kind of held to that,
right.
Yeah.
and their life can be completely changed around. And they're doing so many great things, and somebody
It's always
gonna know you from
rehabilitation
your
with an
past.
asterisk.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, okay, I'm rehabilitated. You say I'm good to go in society, but there's still certain jobs I can't have, whether they're related to the crime or not, just because I did go to
that's
jail.
true.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's,
the
you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, I agree. But what's most important is that the person that you don't see yourself as that anymore, because people gonna see you how they see you, and people gonna view you how they view you. That ain't got nothing to do with you.
Facts. I just feel like a lot more, if you have more of those interactions with people from those different spaces that you knew them in,
Mm-hmm.
it kind of, for some people, right, it can
Mm-hmm.
be a good thing to recognize how far you've come. But for others, it'll just be like it's like a constant, like, oh, well, this is, dang, I did do that. And then it brings back those feelings of regret, depression, and so on and so forth. And honestly speaking, like, I know this is one of the questions, do people deserve room to grow after making mistakes? I wholeheartedly do believe that. Well,
Absolutely.
Because of the fact that, like, bro, we like if in fact you know that you did wrong and you're someone whose heart posture is one of, oh, okay, I can acknowledge where I made my mistake at, and I actually do want to fix it, and I don't want to be that same person that I was, then I wholeheartedly say go for it. Take the time, take the energy, take the effort to actually shift, whatever it is in your mind that has caused for you to make those mistakes, and then move forward from there.
For sure.
Yep.
Yeah, because one thing what did Ron just say? Stay away from people that don't see your efforts but never miss your mistakes. I totally agree.
WSA. Put that on the beginning. You said stay away from people that don't
see your efforts but never miss your mistakes. That's a fact. Wow. Yeah, that's deep. I like that one.
Well played, son. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the star on that one. Right on, bro.
Yeah.
Hit the star on that one. Right.
So with today's topic, is being called out the same thing as being held accountable? Because I ain't gonna lie to you, I feel like being called out is something that has more of a malicious intent. It can be used as far as for entertainment or to, try to hurt somebody or keep them in that same space. Whereas being held accountable, it may look like being called out, but being held accountable to me is more so on the positive side.
I agree. I just think it's the way that it's done, because some people are trying to call you out to embarrass you.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I'm saying, it's coming from a vindictive, mean space, as opposed to having a conversation with someone and saying, hey, because I have, if you consider me to be a friend or I consider myself to be your friend, I feel like I should be able to say, hey, you know what? I don't, that wasn't, maybe you should look, maybe you should see something, look at it differently, or, it's just the way that you say it, depending on the situation. Like, I don't feel like you should ever try to embarrass someone and say, hey, I'm trying to make them be accountable. That's not how that works.
Right.
Yeah, accountability is a slippery slope, because who are you to make me accountable? What authority do you have that feels like you should make me change my behavior, whether you like it or not?
Well, this is what I'm going to say to that. If you doing something crazy to me that I feel like, or if you've done something to somebody, it's not to be me, and I'm your friend, I'm going to say that wasn't cool that you did that. Like, why would you do that thing that you did?
If you hurt somebody, I will, especially if you want to, like, somebody that's in my circle, I as somebody who cares for you wouldn't want to lose you. I will hold you accountable for that, for your actions, because of the fact that, hey, I need for you to change, for you to stay with me. You know what I mean? For you to be a part of my circle, because in my circle, we not finna be out here just randomly hurting people. That don't make sense. That don't compute.
Yeah, that's not cool.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'm with you on that, because that's a personal relationship you have.
But that's what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm saying?
Personal relationships. Right. I mean, a stranger can't make me be accountable for that. I don't know you.
That's where I was going with that. You have so many people that have so many comments about stuff they ain't got shit to do with.
Yeah, but the thing is, honestly speaking, that is actually a good. Are you sure that a stranger can't hold you accountable? Because of the fact that
no.
I feel like there's a little bit of wiggle room for that, because of the fact that we do so much stuff publicly, right? If we say some stuff that is like harmful or dangerous, and let's say if it's by accident, and they say, hey, what you said was some misinformation that has been perpetrated to, that furthers a idea or a thought process or a mindset that is harmful to society, then for sure, that would inspire me to be held to, to hold my feet to the fire a little bit more, because of the fact that I wouldn't want to further harm,
Oh, for sure. And considering that, especially with us on this platform, we have people that are watching us that don't know us, and we could say something that somebody could be like, hey, that wasn't cool, right? That wasn't cool. And we're thinkers. So considering that we have this platform, we are not trying to harm anyone. So I feel like if we get some sort of negative feedback, we look at that.
Yeah.
We look at that.
But I think that there's a certain level, you know what I'm saying, certain balance to it. Because if in fact that I find myself, and that's one thing I used to do, I used to sit and read like everything that would be said about us when it came to like whatever shows that we were on. But then I realized that all I would do is like, if in fact I seen something negative, then all right, then guess what's going to happen to me? I'm going to feel ways about it, and I've had to learn that, bro. Especially as the higher and higher you go, the more people that interact, the more people that comment or do anything like that. Some people just they don't got nothing else to do but be a dickhead. They don't got shit else to do but be a dickhead. So they're gonna They're gonna try to give you the negativity that they want you to have, so that they can throw your day off, so that they can get a response from you. So with that in mixed with actual people that do just do like, oh, they enjoy so much that they care about us, to the extent of which they can without knowing us, and they want us to just be better because they just want the best for us. Because people like that exist, right? I mean,
they're watching us now.
Like that. Exactly. So it's like,
but this thing that we can say that could offend someone, but it's not intentional. Because these are just again opinions.
Right.
And our own personal perspectives.
Right.
Absolutely.
So if we're never here to offend, but if it does offend, it's not intentional.
Nope. Not at all.
And we sorry in advance.
Yeah, I think I said that on our first show. Like, I'm sorry.
Because there's a good chance that it could happen. I mean, we talk about so many different things, and so it's a good chance. Now, there's somebody that might be offended because it might have been an ouch moment, like, damn, ooh. They're talking about me. They might, like, whew, maybe I need to look at that. But there's some people that's going to be negative anyway, and no matter what we say, they're going to have a problem with it.
You know what I don't have a problem with? The commercial. I don't have a problem.
WSAN Radio, the soul of America and beyond. Turn it up and feel the rhythm of the greatest old school music ever made. From Smokey Robinson and the Temptations to Diana Ross, Aretha Franklin, Luther Vandross, and more. This is the music that touches your soul and moves your spirit 24/7. Listen live now at WSANradio.com and take the vibe with you everywhere. Download the WSAN Radio app today on the Apple App Store or Google Play. WSAN Radio, feel the soul.
Got me together with this two-piece. It's the good leggings, no see-through business.
Running with Scissors. I'm RG. My
I'm
girl.
Michelle with the 1L.
And that dark skin over there is a black guy
dark
named
space over there is East Moon. Welcome back, everyone. And if you're just joining us, today's topic is receipts, redemption, and reputation. So we are now, I don't know, is Ezel, can you hear us? Can we hear you? I don't know what's going on. He's been having some difficulties since the show started, so.
Yeah, oh, he took himself down, so good.
Okay, that might be Liz. She probably took him out.
True. Shout out to Liv.
Shout out to Liv. Hey, Liv. reputation, earned, given, or taken. How much control do we really have over our reputation?
All of it. Our reputation is, we're in control of that. We're in control of what we show people. We're in control of whether we keep our word or not. We're in control of how we treat people and what we say. So yeah.
So you would say it's earned. So you would say your reputation is earned.
Kind of a little bit of both. Yeah, because you earned your reputation, but you still had to be the person to put in the work to earn it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's kind of like a twofold thing. You earned it by taking your own initiative to be that type of person you want to be seen as.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you make sure you're honest, you make sure you're forthright, or you make sure you're a dastardly villain. You know what I'm saying? You cultivated how people see you through your actions. That's why I say kind of. You know.
Okay. So your reputation kind of is something that's going to stay with you all of your days, right?
Yeah, based on your behaviors, yes.
Based on your behavior, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you were known to be something at some point in your life, but you're not that anymore, your reputation precedes you, right? So people will see that as, and first, maybe not see now, right? What you are now. So that feels like you have to kind of work really hard to change your reputation because it was known to be this thing over here.
Correct.
Because sometimes I feel like people will never see you past what your old reputation was.
And sometimes that's okay because the main thing is you're trying to fix is inside first. And hopefully it radiates out to the people that you want to see it. And sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. But the main thing is inner healing more than anything else. Because like most things, go ahead.
Agreed. Go ahead. Sorry.
Because like most things, it's like we're all human. So what triggers me doesn't trigger her and vice versa. So it's really hard to gain the opinion and the reputation that everyone will kick it with. You know what I'm saying? Because we all have different tolerances, you know.
Yeah, because a good reputation is a good reputation. A bad reputation is a bad reputation. But can you erase a bad reputation?
I think so. For some people, not for everybody. For some people, yes. Some people, no. Can
one mistake erase a good reputation?
We see it all the dang old time. Every single day of the week.
One mistake can erase years of good character. Now, you can have 30 years. Stellar. Everything is great, your reputation, and then one wrong thing has erased all of those years. That's kind of messed up, though.
Yeah.
But that's why they say you got to be choices. You got to be careful of the choices that you make. Because one bad choice can ruin your whole life.
True. But the problem is like we're still grading on the curve, right? And I'll take one of our super OGs, Thursday night Cosby Show, right? He lived too long because what he was doing back then was not considered bad. He lived.
Who are we talking about?
We're talking about the Cos himself. Remember how he looked in the 80s? He was America's father and all that stuff like that.
That's true.
And his behavior back then was totally acceptable for the group he kept. Then he got older and everybody said, hey, that's kind of dysfunctional. And he is technically paying the price for all that stuff that is no longer socially acceptable, if you really think about it. I'm not saying he did like good stuff back then.
It was acceptable amongst the group of people that he was with.
Exactly. That's what I mean. And most of those people are not here. He's kind of the last person in that group that kind of kept it that way. If you really think about it, that whole old school Hollywood thing that they did, he's kind of last of his kind, if you really think about it.
So it wasn't anything that he did in his future, on his present. It was what he did back then that messed up his reputation.
Yeah, it just kind of came back to haunt it. You know what I'm saying?
It caught up to him. So now we can't even look at anything that he's doing or has done, and people like, "Oh, that's what he meant." He didn't mean that for real. He meant something else.
But tell that to the kid he sent to college for free. Tell that to the person that was homeless that his money and his resources helped. A lot of stuff that people do, they don't publicly say it because they have nothing to prove. Right. Because for every victim there is, and I'm not belittling that, there's probably just as many people who did receive that generosity that we'll never know of. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of one of, it's like we don't get to see everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we don't know what changes he's made or anything,
Agreed. Yeah, people are going to still see you for who you are, not for who you are now. Redemption means you are no longer bound by your past. You have grown, you have changed. And that's pretty much for you, because who cares if somebody wants to still hold you to the standard that they held you back then and you're not that person anymore, that's really not your problem. Because you can't live your life to try to make people see who you are right now. Look at me now. I'm not that person anymore.
Right.
Because that says more about them than it does about you.
Right.
Like, this should not be this thing where you constantly trying to prove yourself to people who are just hell-bent on seeing you as you were. You can't do nothing about that.
Humans are afraid of change. So you come over there acting different, people get afraid of that. My prime example, Michael Jackson bad. Michael Jackson messed around, went to a private school, said tortoiseshell, and then he was fighting his own gang within about 5 minutes and doing the dance routine. Because they felt like he changed. And it's funny, but you know what the hell I'm talking about? He said it's tortoise shells, and it was all hell broke loose. So people get used to you the way you were. You know what I'm saying?
It's true. So is reputation based on facts or public perception?
Both. Both. It's a combination of both. Because I'll give you a prime example, right? Like, everybody said, oh man, Cat Williams keeps getting in trouble. Yeah, he went to jail, but he went to jail breaking up a fight, trying to stop somebody from dying. You know what I'm saying? So, but only thing we see on TMZ is Cat Williams went to jail. They don't give you the context.
Well, I'm sorry, but Cat Williams was doing a lot of crazy things at one point. He was wilding out for a little second.
But I'm using him as an example of, what you see versus what
what's actually happened. Yeah. Okay, I get that. So
I use him as a pseudo example.
Public perception is everything, because people don't even have to know you for real. And based on how you like right now, there's somebody that's watching us that does not know any of us. Their perception of who we are, they have created this thing in their own head about who we are.
True.
Without actually, because I could have said something that they didn't like. So now I'm some raggedy bit,
And the way I kick it, I probably have said something you didn't like. Sorry.
Yeah, but there's a lot of things that I probably said that you did like. Because if you click on play and you watch one show, they're going to form a perception of who we are based off of that show.
True.
Hey, Joanne.
True.
So,
I think it's clicked off.
So reputation oftentimes can be based on public perception. It's not always based on facts or what you built for yourself, because one person can see you and form a perception of you that's not good.
True. So we see it all the time with athletes, right? So Michael Jordan's my favorite athlete. He signed an autograph. He ain't signed mine. He's evil. No, he just signed 1,000 autographs. He just didn't get down the line to you.
And that's a perfect example that you brought up, because people think that they have access to celebrities just because they're outside or just because they're in the same restaurant with you. You automatically feel like you should be allowed to have access to somebody while they're eating dinner or while they're with their family. You don't. And the moment that they don't want to sign autographs or take a picture with you, they're mean and they're rude and then this. No, they're having family time, and this is not the time for all of that. Because people think that celebrities, because they're celebrities, that they have this whole obligation to sign your autograph.
Right.
Or, well, now it's just, do they sign that? Do people still sign? Do they still sign? I don't even know what this whole new, do they sign autographs?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I got to take a picture.
Selfies. selfies.
They got to get a picture.
Got to get a picture of you. That's right.
And
Man,
that to me is public perception because you don't know this person. Now, don't get me wrong, but some of these celebrities could probably are assholes.
Right.
Now,
at the same time, yeah, they didn't sign your autograph, but who said you have the right to their attention? They're still humans.
They're still humans.
Yeah, they may be on TV, but they're still humans. I think sometimes we take fame and stuff for granted. We think just because we're familiar with their character, we're familiar with them. You know what I'm saying? You said that
right.
earlier.
Oh yeah, for sure. The imagery that they
on TV.
They're on TV. So they're acting. So you know how many times people have like I'm watching the show right now, and there's a character I can't stand. But in real life, I follow her on Instagram, and I think she's pretty dope.
Right.
But I still be like, ugh. She get a lot of nerves.
I'll give you a prime example. Idris Elba as Stringer Bell. Oh, I wanted to punch the wind every time Stringer Bell opened his mouth.
Don't shoot me, but I never seen The Wire.
Dude, it grew on me because a couple folks
talked
about it. I finally watched it. I was like, oh, okay, got it. I'm not going to keep watching it, but I had to watch it for the reference. Yeah, his character was like got under my skin so much. But then when you see his other acting styles, you see his interviews, like, oh, okay, cool. But if that's your only image of that guy,
you're gonna hate him.
You're gonna hate it. Or that might be a man. You might resonate with him. That might be a guy.
So would you rather have a good reputation that's inaccurate or a bad reputation that's undeserved?
I'd rather have a reputation that's undeserved.
You rather have a bad reputation that's undeserved?
Right. You know why? Because I know who I am. I don't have to prove it to you. But let's say it like this. Okay, I'll give you a prime example because this Star Night. One Thanksgiving, Tiger Woods ran into his own tree running from his woman. We ain't thought about that cat in no private and no positive way since. You know what I'm saying? That domestic dispute changed the way the whole world looked at that cat. So all them titles he won, all the people he helped, all the people he inspired, that went out the window.
So you don't think he deserved that reputation?
Who are we to judge how that man lived his life? He still inspired people through his money, his actions. He just had a problem with his woman. You know what I'm saying?
And alcohol, maybe?
That too. Still stop the homeless people from eating food.
So my point in that is though
that's his business though. That's his personal. I
get what you're saying, but the unfortunate part about a reputation is that when you're in the public eye, people are going to slap things on you.
True.
Undeservingly. You might deserve that. Because if you are beating on your woman and you get a bad reputation, you deserve that.
Yeah. No, I didn't say there wasn't caveats to this.
No, this is like, okay. So with him, but I think that he created a lane for himself that wasn't good. Yeah, so he played a part in why he, why. So did he? I don't know if he just. I can't say he didn't deserve the reputation that he got because he was finding himself into all kinds of different things at some point.
Yeah, but in his
he was drunk. How many times did he get pulled over for a DUI?
Quite a few times, but that's
so every time you heard something about him, it was negative. So he kind of brought that undeserved reputation on himself.
Well, yeah,
to me,
it's still his personal affairs, though.
No, I agree, but your personal affairs are supposed to be your personal affairs. They're not when they're in the public.
Well, he is one of the most famous.
Because once you get arrested for a DUI, it's not personal anymore. Because now you become a menace, and now you could have harmed somebody outside in the road while you're out there drinking. So personal is inside your house.
True.
Once it comes outside your door, it is not personal anymore.
I respect that. That. Yeah.
So my thing is a bad reputation that's undeserved. what would that look like? Something that you didn't do, but now they're saying that you did. That to me would be undeserved. But if you're doing something to cause it, then you deserve it.
Right.
I mean, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. That's just my opinion on that. But everybody got an opinion about something and somebody, you know, but like you said, because the media is going to pay, especially for celebrities. For us, we kind of have it a little bit better because we can keep our life personal, for real, for real. Everybody's not going to know that if I got pulled over by the police yesterday. No one's going to know. Well, I didn't, just, I know I didn't, but I was saying, no one's going to know unless TMZ is out there taking pictures of me. I haven't reached that yet. We haven't reached that yet, but you never know. You never know.
What's going to happen? It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Have we become too quick to label people?
I would say we're too quick to label people we don't know. But if
That's
you're around somebody and they're doing the same goofy behavior, like, bro, that's just you. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of data to back up my facts. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on if you know the person or not, or if you have a relationship, or you work with them. You know what I mean? If y'all out here digging holes and this dude only dug one hole in 8 hours and everybody dug 90, you're mad lazy, or you need to go in the office and start typing.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I definitely have put labels on the folks like they're lazy or they're not smart. I've definitely done that.
The opposite of smart. Yeah, the opposite of smart.
You're not that smart. I don't want to say that.
Yeah, you're the opposite of smart.
They're not smart.
Here's that's smart. You're on the other side of that.
Here's smart, and here's you.
Right. Notice how they don't match. They just don't. They don't touch. Never do they touch. You gotta find polite ways to tell people that, you know.
First of all, I'm not gonna tell somebody that they're not smart.
I didn't.
It's in my brain.
I said there was the opposite of smart. It's a big difference.
Opposite of smart, and I talk to a lot of that in my field. I do. I'm just going, whoa.
Your intellect has left the chat. Sorry, this is what it is.
God bless them, though, because everybody, you know, everybody is just not going to be what we consider to be smart. There's levels to being. There's levels now. There's, you know, there's smart, then there's smarter. And then there's intelligent, and then there's highly intelligent.
Right. And it's not about book smarts. It's like about social awareness.
Right.
Also a level of intelligence. You know what I'm saying?
I agree, because not everybody's book smart. Not everybody has a degree, and everybody hasn't gone to college. And just because you've gone to college doesn't make you like, oh my God, you're smarter than everybody.
Right.
Because you might be book smart, but don't know nothing about life and world stuff.
Right.
You're out here oblivious to what's going on. But if I need a question answered about something in the encyclopedia, I know who to go to.
Right. Hey, when we get to calculus, I got you. I'm
a knowledge.
I know where you at. That's funny stuff.
All right, so now we are on the road to redemption, right? Does everyone deserve a second chance?
No.
No?
No,
Okay.
I watch way too much true crime. Some of these people need to stay in the cells they are in. Break the key off.
So not everyone. Some people maybe. And see, now it really depends on what it is that you did.
Exactly. Because some of these folks, no.
Yeah, you need to go and stay over there.
Yeah, you putting up Call of Duty numbers and we ain't talking about Xbox. Oh, no. Dude, you ain't supposed to have a KD, like kill death ratio, like damn Call of Duty. You ain't supposed to have one of those. That ain't cool.
Case by case basis. I agree, sir.
Case basis.
What does true redemption look like?
Ooh, it just depends on the situation and the person and what they are trying to redeem themselves from. Think about it. Like, one thing I wanted to do when I first ran my first 5K, I wanted to be better because I felt like I didn't train well enough. So when I got to run my second one, I felt redeemed because I felt like I performed better. I felt like I performed on the level I should have done it the first time. So that was a level of like, oh, dude, hell yeah, I knew I could do it. You know, it was that for me. You know, yeah, that was kind of a little bit of redemption because I felt like I undertrained because I didn't understand what it took to be at that level.
So it's kind of like full accountability, right?
Yeah, I would say true.
You took accountability for the fact that you didn't do what you're supposed to do for that first race, and you decided, okay, you know what, I'm going to redeem myself, and I'm going to go train harder, and I'm going to do better, so this time I could get further along than I did the last time.
Yeah, absolutely. I use that as a lighter form of redemption, you know, like
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Because we know some people who have been through things and they are, you know, they're going to be on that redemption road and they're making progress, but it's still, damn, you know.
Yeah, because redemption, it has, for me, redemption looks like accountability, change behavior. It's not a just I'm sorry. That's not redemption for me. That means that you still have some more work to do because I'm not just gonna take that. Right. You have to acknowledge that there was some harm done.
True.
Without somebody telling you.
Right.
Like, why do I gotta keep beating your head about something that you did and you still like, I didn't mean. All right, bye. Go. Okay, yeah, when I'm not even talking to you no more.
True.
And it's a constant change. You have to consistently live differently. You got to change how you're living because if not, you're going to go backwards. You're going to go back to what you did. That's like coming out of jail. True. You got a second chance once you got released. Now what you going to do? Now if you come back out and do the same thing again, you fall right back into that same pattern, you're going back. Yeah. You're going back. So to me, true redemption is getting out of jail, changing your life around, and staying out of jail. And not just staying out of jail because you didn't get caught doing whatever you did, just not doing the thing again.
Right.
That's what that is.
But I would say like this, before you get to redemption, you still got to give yourself like some grace and still forgive yourself. That's the first thing. Forgive yourself. You know what I mean? Yeah, you may not get your redemption from people if that's what you so choose. But the main thing is to fix, and I said this earlier, fix the inside first. Because none of this stuff can come out unless you fix what's in here first.
Agreed. So, can apologies repair reputations?
Sometimes, yeah. When they're done correctly or they're done with sincerity, you know, it can.
That's kind of like that apology that Diddy gave after he got caught dragging that girl through that hallway, and Diddy made that video.
No, that wasn't authentic at all. He was still out here, he's doing crazy stuff.
I'm just saying because sometimes an apology is more like I'm just only doing this because I got caught doing it.
Yeah. And I think that's one of those things where you have to decide whether that person is authentic in what they're trying to say, right? Because remember, this is the same cat that after the video came out said, if I ever wronged you, you can sue me right now and I'll pay you. He said that on the radio.
I just think that an apology, I'm all about change behavior because to me, you can apologize right now and it's like, all right, I hear you, but now I have to watch and see what you're going to do.
I'm like that too. Regardless of what you say, I'm going to watch what you do.
Right, because you can say I'm sorry. All right, okay, I receive it. I hear what you're saying, but now let's see what happens.
Right, I meant to say this, but I didn't mean it in that way. Okay, well, your actions should show what you truly meant.
No, don't say that to me. Because if you tell me you meant to say what you said, no, that don't work with me. That's it. No, hold on.
Well, I would say like this. I have misspoken sometime on things, so I can't say that I've always said the right things at the right time. I say, hey, I've misspoken, blah, blah, blah. This is what my intent was, and I tried to show it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because I don't always get it right.
I get that. The intention was not to offend, but if it offended,
right.
I'm not the person that's probably gonna say that's not what I meant, because usually whatever I say, I meant to say it.
Right.
I may not have meant to hurt your feelings by what I say. That's what I said, though.
Like, no, that's what I meant.
Kind of, yeah, I meant it, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So does that mean I'm wrong because I meant what I said? I said what I said, but if your feelings got hurt because of what I said, I apologize. Is that a lame apology?
Or no, you're not seeking redemption. You don't give a damn. That's all you're telling me.
Well, I mean, I'm apologizing because I hurt
too. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's never like if something comes out of my mouth, I meant to say it.
True.
Like I can't say, oh, well, I didn't mean to say that. You did, because you said it.
Right. You can't unsay it.
You can't unsay it, right? Wait, who put that up?
Not me. No, I always flash that. That's my Steve.
Are you trying to say? What are you trying to say?
No, that's your guilt, because I've been flashing throughout the whole show.
Oh, okay.
It's okay though.
Yeah, so that's why I'm very careful about the things that I say.
Indeed.
I try to choose my words because I know who I am, and I know that I can be very blunt, and I know that I can say things and just be like, oh, because once it's out there, it's out there.
Yep.
And whatever feeling that they got from what I said, I can't undo that.
Understood.
So I can only apologize for hurting your feelings, but I can't apologize for what I said because I said it. I shouldn't have said it. I hate saying things and then have to turn around and be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. So I've been trying to be mindful of that, because sometimes sorries do not change how a person felt or feels in that moment.
Yeah. Sorry is not the end all be all because you said you were sorry.
Because you said you were sorry, because you said it. So you had a thought and you said it. I just think that we have to be able to be mindful of the things that we say, because once you say it, it's out there in the universe and you can't undo it or you can't unsay it.
Yeah, I think people forget that even as sorry as you feel, that person still doesn't have to receive it in the way you feel like they should. Now, you could be truly sorry, truly apologetic, and it's up to that person on how they want to receive it. Whether they want to redeem your reputation or whatever that is.
And that's very true. Because again, even though I might say something and how you receive it or how you perceive it, it may not be necessarily what I meant, like you were saying earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mean that, but if you took it that way, that's a completely different situation. Like, because I could have said the same thing to you and said it to someone else, and they both perceived it differently.
Indeed.
But for me, it had the same meaning because I said it. And that when I said it, I know what I meant when I said it. But if you took it to mean something else, I can't take full responsibility for that.
So you just want to provide context on your thought when you said that thing if someone felt offended. Because
if you felt offended by the thing that I said, because I'm always trying to be mindful of how I say things to people, because my intent is like never to, I would say now in this space that I'm in my life now, but just in case somebody watching, I'd be like, what? So if I'm saying something,
your reputation, see,
exactly, because I know who I used to be, and I know people know who I used to be too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on. And I'm not just saying that, I might, so I'm mindful because I know how my mouth is and can be, but I know that the thoughts,
when someone's searching for words, they just start laughing.
It's just like, all right, whatever. Y'all know what I'm saying. Listen here. And one thing I can't stand when people say,
what?
If I offended you.
If I offended you.
If I offended you, I'm sorry. I think that's the most lame apology ever. I just feel like if somebody is telling you that you offended them and you turn around and go, well, if I offended you, I'm sorry. No, you did offend them, not if. So my thing is, just say I apologize for offending you,
or leave it alone.
Why does it have to be an if I? Because then there's doubt on your part because you don't believe that you did it. That's how I think that.
It's still a slap in the face, though. Okay, if I did offend you, my
if
bad.
I did, I'm sorry.
Hell with it. All right.
Yeah, that is
still an underhanded kind of slight,
that I really don't care that I offended you because I'll do it again.
Yeah.
And if you got offended by, all right, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's whack. If somebody was to ever apologize to me like that, I'm probably going to be like, I'm not receiving it. I'm not receiving it. And because I'm going to believe that it's not sincere.
Right.
That's, I might not even say nothing to them in that moment. When they do that, I'm just going to be like, all right, I got you.
Get down right now.
I got one more question, and because we at the end of the hour, and I got another question. What's the difference between forgiveness and trust?
Everything, right? Because you can forgive a lot of people, you still may not trust them. Shoot, you can forgive the guy you can forgive the person who stole your bike, but will you trust him to be around your bike again? I think not.
Right. If you ever steal from me, I'm never gonna trust you.
No. Yeah, you can wait for real outside on the curb.
Yeah, but you can't come to my house.
Can't come to my house.
I'll meet you outside.
I'll meet you outside.
See, so for me, I have a problem. If I can't trust you, I probably can't be your friend.
True. But how many people do we deal with like that at work?
Yeah, see, them people don't count because I don't consider people I work with my friends.
Well, I just talking about just in a relationship dynamic.
Right?
I
got you. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we have to deal with a lot of people we don't like in our jobs.
Not everybody at work, because I do have a few friends on my job.
Yeah, me too. But I'm just talking about in a workspace, everybody, you ain't cool with everybody.
That's true.
So, yeah.
That is true. I mean, I go to work because I'm in an environment where, I work from home, but when I was in the office, I don't trust some people. I don't know the people.
Right.
People got stuff stolen all the time at the work, at the job. People stealing people food out the refrigerator, all kind of craziness. Like, that to me is the most diabolical thing ever. Why are you stealing somebody's lunch?
Bro, you gotta be just mad hungry.
You they looking in their bag when they got something good today. Yeah,
that is once, and I was so tight that day because I had some pizza. I went to this really good pizza place and I had some leftovers. Man, I wanted to fight everybody.
And somebody stole your lunch. See, that's so crazy to me.
You got to be just a scallywag to eat somebody's joint.
See, eat somebody's food.
Right.
Because, at my job, we have a refrigerator that's just a refrigerator for everybody's stuff. Everybody's stuff goes in there. I've never had my lunch stolen out the refrigerator, thankfully, but I've heard people say that they've gotten their stuff stolen. I'm like, what? Let me start bringing me a cooler. Because if y'all steal my lunch, it's going to be a problem because I'm hungry at lunchtime and I want to eat and get through the rest of the day.
Especially if I have something to look forward to at lunch and you just ate it all. You didn't give me one. Not one. It was all in there. You could have split me down the middle. Give me two, bro. God damn.
Come on.
And left the soda, by the way. Left the soda in the bag.
Wow. Why? Just take it all. Just take it all.
Thank you.
Just take it all. There's no redemption for you. Whoever you are, if you watching, you stole his RG's lunch, there's no redemption.
Nothing is worse than a paper bag with a Pepsi in it and what used to be your pizza at 4:00 in the morning. It is a hurting feeling, I tell you.
Because where can you get food from? Nowhere.
Exactly.
You can't even order anything.
Nothing. We talking about 1989 Home Depot, midnight. Ain't nothing open. Ain't no DoorDash. It's just hunger.
It's a wrap. Not cool at all. Not cool at all. Well, we are at the end of the hour and a little over the hour, and it's been great chatting with you as always, my co-host. But I do have a closing thought before we end.
Gotcha.
And receipts may tell us where someone has been, but they don't always tell us where they're going. Reputation is what people think they know about you. Reputation is what people think they know about you. Redemption is what happens when growth speaks louder than the past.
Well said.
Right?
Well said. Wow, snaps.
Okay.
Oh man. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you so choose to donate to our network, $ United Front at Cash App. Everything you donate to us, we put right back into this network to make it the best thing you've ever seen in your life. Got any show ideas or anything, please email us at weareunited@myyahoo.com. We're looking for commercial ideas, show ideas. You want to say, hey, we're here. And go to our website and touch all the buttons, like Penny would say. Next, you know what's happening next Saturday, right?
Our Juneteenth Community Building Summit.
It is. And the camera and the microphone is on you. This is an open forum. So we're going to have some topics about things that affect our communities, and you will be able to be a part of it and also interact. This is very unscripted. This is very honest conversation we always have. It's a private party. If you are interested, hop on our website and you can get tickets there. It's only $5. And we usually kick it for about like an hour or two. So we're really looking forward to hearing from you guys and hearing what you guys think and want to say, right? Because that's how we build communities, by communicating and giving our perspectives. So please thank you in advance.
So it's next Saturday at 7 p.m. from 7 to 9. So as my good friend here said, go to the United Front Network to purchase tickets. They are only $5. We want to see you there. We want to hear from you because community is everything and there's power in numbers. So on that note, we will see you guys next week. Peace and love.
You are now running with scissors. Let's go.